Olá, tudo bem? Right now, I'm in Northridge in my apartment off campus right by CSUN. I'm holding up good right now because I feel like the worst moments, the worst weeks of quarantine and coronavirus are gone. I had some anxiety moments before. I would call my parents. I was scared for them because they're all the way over there and things are going kind of south. I felt like we were very, very scared when everything blew up. The initial idea was to bring me home as soon as coronavirus started because US started the whole thing way before Brazil. So my dad was like, oh, let me bring you back here so you don't even have the chance to get, sick. I am born and raised in Rio. My mom is Portuguese, from Portugal, and my dad's Brazilian. I have a younger sister. She's only 1 year younger. We have always lived together. My parents are married. Corona was something that was in my mind a lot because of my parents as well, but especially because of my grandparents. They are all alive and they were very present on like raising me and my household and everything. I started college in Brazil. I went to a public school. I went to the state school of Rio. And I realized that in Brazil, because of the circumstances and, the socioeconomic scenario, the environment, like everything, it's a hard place to be at. It's a hard place to like succeed. You have to work so much to do the small amount of money. Especially in Rio, it's getting every day more violent and everything. And my family, it's completely composed by immigrants. So leaving the place to go somewhere else, it's not strange for me. Since it all started, it literally felt like a movie. So because CSUN stopped the classes during the break, right, the spring break. So I went to Florida as I was supposed to meet up with my mom and my sister. They came all the way from Rio and we met up in Florida to spend the week together. When we were there, things were starting to happen, lockdown, quarantine, people wearing masks. But mind you, I was literally on a Disney World park when everything started. I was like, I don't think that's all of it. I think people are overreacting. And then we started seeing the parks were shutting down, the malls, people were using masks. And then my dad, who was all the way in Rio, said, you should come back with them because CSUN had already said that we would be in quarantine for a month. They got scared, my parents, and then they wanted me to go back. But I was like, I cannot go, like I couldn't go back as a tutor, as a chemistry tutor, and I was tutoring online. All my material of tutoring was here in California. So I could not even go back home and keep working. And I was like, my school material was all here. So I said, no, I have to stay in LA. Like the most like challenging situation I have been here, like have been through since I got here. Cause I was literally alone. Like I have no one, no other place to run to if something happens. Like my friends, the 3 roommates that are here right now, they have their family all here in California, but I didn't really have anyone. I was scared. I was very scared. That's when things literally started going wrong because Trump, he said something about immigration and then immigration would get slowlier because it wasn't like a number one thing. And I was like, I don't feel like risking. Why would I do that right now in the middle of the semester? Like, let me stay here. And then it got even worse because then I never went to Brazil and I stayed here. And we were in this like, oh, let's see how it goes. We would literally be in the news the whole day, like LA Times, like updating to see like if he said something, if they released like the list of countries that were banned. And I was like, oh my God, Brazil is gonna be banned. Like, oh my God, this is getting out of proportion because I didn't know when to go. And at the same time, I had my dad like telling me like, look, the tickets are so expensive. It was just a lot happening. Oh my God.
pelo meu histórico de atleta. Caso fosse contaminado pelo vírus, não precisaria me preocupar. Nada sentiria ou seria, quando muito, acometido de uma gripezinha.
I feel so embarrassed. That's the feeling I feel so overwhelmed with. Embarrassed of telling people here, embarrassed of what people listen and read about the president, the current president in Brazil right now, and the way he's handling the whole situation. This president, he's literally just a reflection of society, of the Brazilian society. He didn't really care about it. And Brazilians did not care about it either. Literally, I see people partying on a daily. They are taking advantage of the fact they don't have to go to school or they don't have to go to the job. They spend more time at home, quarantine, blah, 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 and they go partying. And they don't stop going to the beach. They don't stop surfing. They don't stop gathering. They don't wear masks. And then no one following rules. And then the president comes and say, no, that's just a little flu. No one's dying from it. That's not even that serious. And people were gonna die anyways. I feel like only Brazilians or people that live there for very, very long can really understand how rooted, like it's a root of problems that just come up as someone who says it's just a little flu. It's literally being careless about other people's lives. Because it's not just a number, like there's a family suffering behind it. When he was elected, I was here already. It was my first semester. After that, it was literally down, down, down. I would just literally watch him. I cannot go back. It's degrading. It's overwhelming. It's sad. You cannot believe he's serious. We allowed our country to be like given in his hands. So, you know, I'm talking about the government, but people put him there. So who knows? And I feel so bad that I didn't vote. And this is never happening again. The next time I have to vote, I will vote. Like I'm gonna go all the way to Brazilian embassy and I'm gonna make sure my vote's there. The currency of the real to dollar is ridiculous right now. And it has never been that bad. It's very hard and I feel very bad sometimes of having to ask for money because, you know, I cannot afford myself 100%. I still depend on my parents. I didn't need to be here for fall semester. Plus the dollar expensive. We took a good, I want to say 2 months to get to this decision because as I said, everything was changing so fast and so quick. So if I don't make a decision, I'm literally gonna stay here and I'm gonna be homeless. So I need to go back home. This was a experience. It was not fun, it was scary, but I for sure learned a lot about it. And I feel like, and I hope that everyone leave quarantine with the mindset that we really have to give value to the things we have when we have it. Because we could not literally like hug a friend. Everyone should kind of look at the world as something more fragile. It can literally fade away. Ciao.